Welcome back to another Metaverse episode. Today, we're going to take a quick look at how businesses, not involving in gaming or in anything related to the Metaverse, are taking advantage of this market. And I'm super excited to be doing these videos. I think I'm kind of doing more of a weekly episode in the Metaverse now. So I will start a playlist for the future. Let me know if you guys want me to just create a playlist where I put Metaverse stock videos in, so like that people can see them a lot easier. So let me know in the comments below. But today's episode, we're going to take a quick look at how shoe companies are using the Metaverse for their advertising world. If this is your first time here, guys, make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and check out the pinned comment where I have my free Discord, I have my free newsletter, I have so many free stuff for you, and some great investing tips are on the links below, so make sure to check that out. So today we are gonna take a quick look at Nike. The stock right now, it is Friday at 3:30. Market's about to close in about 30 minutes. It's sitting at $162. This is a stock that has been holding up pretty well with the overall correction. I mean, past year is still up. Let's look year to date. Year to date is up about 15.84%. From its yearly high, the stock is down 8.6%, so it's definitely seen quite a correction. But compared to these other growth stocks, that we have seen, Nike is more like a safe haven to some extent, right? Another thing about Nike, they are scheduled to report earnings next week, Monday, December 20th. So if you guys want me to do a video on Nike's earnings, feel free to let me know in the comments below. But now let's kind of talk about how Nike is entering. I wouldn't say entering, but making its name known in the Metaverse. So on December 13th of 2021, about 4 days ago, Nike acquires Artifact. It is a digital leader, in making shoes for the Metaverse. So we can go to Artifact's website and you can see how they have different digital shoes available to them. They are also in the NFT market. They have a few NFTs, one that just released, I believe, but you can go to their websites and check out the different NFTs. So, I mean, it's pretty interesting in my opinion. We're going to see how it's going to go. But for Nike to acquire such a company just shows that they do believe this market is going somewhere, especially the NFT market, the digital world market, digital collectible market, the Metaverse market is something that's going to be happening in the next few years. I want to say if they believe it's something that's happening in the next 10 years, you won't see big companies like Nike jump onto it right now. You wouldn't see big companies like Meta Platform jumping into it right now. We're even going to take a quick look at Adidas, who's also jumping into it right now. But you can see Artifact. I do want to say check out their Twitter, their websites, just to learn a little bit more about them. I'll show you guys some of the shoes that they have. These are some of the NFTs. You can see their NFTs in OpenSeas. Before purchasing any NFTs, remember, I think you need to become very familiar with that market. Not a market I would recommend. But here are some of the shoes that they have, which look pretty cool. And some of these shoes are wearable in some of these Metaverse games. There are a few kind of crypto games, blockchain games online where you can use some of their shoes. I'll explain some in a bit. But here, look at this shoe designed by Artifact and is partnered up with NZST. For those that are in the computing, that build their own computers, most likely known as Next, NCXT. They're known for making a lot of, for example, computer cases. They also are meant for coolers. You can see if you're in the computer market and doing pretty much your own builds, you've heard of NCXT. So we can see they're partnering up with some big companies right now, this Artifact company that Nike just bought.
But before we begin, let's take a listen to today's sponsor. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You guys know I love finding new investing tools and resources to help me scout out new growth stocks. And right now I have a discount for one of my favorite services the Fool offers. Through the Motley Fool Stock Advisor services, you get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 new picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock Advisor's average stock picks have done amazing returns. If growing your money is something you like to do more of this year, you can visit fool.com/Jose Najarro or click on the link below for access to my special offer and decide if the stock advisor is right for you. Thanks again to the Motley Fool, and now onto today's video.
There's different ones. They've also partnered up with Atari as well. What else do we have? Again, more partnerships with NCXT. Again, some of these are collectibles that you can wear in some of these metaverse worlds. Decentraland is one of them. So here, Decentraland wearables. These are Purple Artifact and Atari partnerships sneakers. So you can see just the overall market. This is not just some random digital NFT market. This is one that has already seen partnerships with other companies. We saw Atari, we saw NZXT. There's a lot of big players. So right now there hasn't been, I want to say, they're not disclosing how much they purchased this company for. I don't think it's going to be a huge amount. But again, it makes Nike one of the front runners in this kind of world. We kind of see Nike also enter with Roblox. Nike Land Roblox was one of their biggest plays earlier this year. Nike Land here, Roblox, where you can kind of jump into this metaverse, this Roblox experience on the platform, and it kind of creates this Nike environment. I believe it even shows their campus. So Nike has definitely entered this market. But how will this make money? How will this make Nike money in the long term? So what is Nike? Nike is a shoe company, right? You want to buy their shoes. You want their shoes to sell out. So for you to kind of go into their shoes, you need to know their brand. To know their brand, they need to partner up with what's trending at the moment, where the eyes are at right now. They're known for the sports, right? Sports are always active. There's some figure in the sports world always popular. I want to say what's popular right now is the metaverse, and it's going to be popular for the next year, for the next few years, maybe even for the next decade. So Nike wants to be in front of there where the eyes are at. Because let's say your kid who plays Roblox, your kid who plays some form of crypto digital blockchain game, and they see Nike on one of their shoes. What do you think they're going to want to purchase when they want to buy real shoes? Hey, I want to buy a shoe that matches my avatar in the metaverse. I want to buy a shirt that has the Nike logo just like the one in the game that I play. Just like the one of the streamers that are playing some of these Roblox, some of these blockchain games are using. And that's where this is going to make money for these companies. This is just another way for them to advertise. And that's why I believe for meta platforms, kind of entering the metaverse world is going to be a great move for their advertising company, because that's where the eyes are going to be. Now let's take a quick look at kind of Nike in forms of some analysts. Analysts have kind of moved price targets after in recent news. December 14th, Nike got updated price target to $199. Just a refresh right now, sitting at $162. Another one updated to $189. Another one to $175, and another one to $190. So these four that have kind of done it in the past week or so, either start ratings on Nike or increase their ratings, are all higher than the current price Nike is at right now. So that could be a bullish sentiment. Another thing, if we take a look at Nike in forms of technicals, I do want to say this is one that, hey, might be a bit overextended to some extent. If I was to buy, I wouldn't mind kind of starting dollar cost averaging at these levels. I believe the 145s is where I would go a little bit heavier if I wanted to open a position. The 130 is where I would open up a very heavy position if I wanted to enter. At the moment, Nike's probably not the play for me for the metaverse, but if there are people who like a healthy company and who are kind of bullish in the metaverse and trying to find a healthy company that can benefit from the future of this metaverse, maybe not now, maybe not next year, but are taking the stepping stones, Nike definitely seems pretty attractive in my opinion. I also wanted to show you guys Adidas, right? Adidas is also another big player in just the brand awareness. And Adidas is now entering the metaverse. They have partnered up with some big NFTs like Bored Apes, the Punks Comics, G Money. I believe who else they partnered up. I believe they partnered up with a few other NFTs that, hey, they're kind of creating their entry into the metaverse. Now, these are two big companies outside of Facebook. We've seen a lot more that are entering the metaverse. So this is telling us that, hey, this is something that has the potential to go somewhere. There's some stepping stones, and some of the big companies are making the platform right now. So I do believe that's it for today's episode. Let me know if you guys want me to continue these weekly metaverse episodes. I'm happy to see big companies enter again. This is the metaverse is going to be a huge win for the advertising companies, because it's just going to be another platform where they have plenty of eyes, where they can show off what they have as a form of products. So take care, guys. Have a good day and see you next time.